Hello, beautiful souls. How are all of you doing today? And welcome to the weekly readings back again here in this space with me. And thank you for tuning back here again. I've been wanting to do this video like for quite a long since morning. Like this is the first thing on Monday that I do, and something or the other, I was not feeling quite right in my energy before, and then I just sat down with myself to do like I did a very small prayer, and then I realized that when I started to do this service, and then when I started to do this work, like asking and invoking the angels and the power of universe to help me, I realized this is something so much bigger than what is there for me. Like the service is more of what I want to serve in the universe and serve for the world outside than just about myself. So yeah, today I might not be feeling yet like 100% of very cheery mood, but I really felt that I'm in a right space right now and I can do this video, so I finally decided to do it. And also, I felt like it is something that I really want to keep doing it, like take a small step towards how I want to serve all of you here, like one thing at a time or one day at a time. And yeah, and it's good that I usually, always choose to wear white on Mondays, so I don't have to rack my brain of what I want to wear for these videos and all. And also, I feel extra pair of earrings always cheer me up, so I bought my music today with my accessories. So let's get on to the weekly readings. We'll be doing the first card from the Indigo Angel, asking what is that one thing that is stopping all of us from taking a step towards manifesting our true self or of a life of our dream. And the second card I'll be pulling is from Wisdom of Oracle. And this will be just doing an overarching theme of what is there for all of us for this week. Okay, I'm really trying to keep this video short, but let's see how what all things come up. Let's draw a first card asking what is that one thing that is probably stopping us or coming in our way to that is not helping us to manifest our life. I've been using these cards like so, these have gone like so soft now. I should not be doing that. Sorry. Oh, so it's a reverse card, like love yourself, but in a reverse. So whenever usually people gets like very scared of when a reverse card come, it is love yourself. Sorry, love yourself, and it's a very beautiful card. And usually people feel ki, it's like a something danger about when a card comes reversed. Probably some people use that in tarot, but I don't. I feel when a card has come in a reverse position, it's more of it like we there is some extra protection or extra awareness that we need to bring for this particular energy. So just like that, not loving ourselves, because like if this card would have come in a straight position, it would be like you need to love yourself. And it has come in a protection side, like in a protection, I don't know, in a reverse space. That means that we need to do this more in our life, and there is something that we are still missing in loving ourselves. And then there is this very strong message that the energies are trying to tell you is that you've been scrutinizing yourself for the decisions and for the way you have behaved in your past, and you think that all that mistakes defines who you are as a person, and that's not your reality for now. So you need to love yourself. For look at the spaces where you don't love yourself, like there could be a particular part in your body, or there could be a particular area in your life that you feel that you're always worse in that situation or always worse with that person. So uh, see how you can love yourself more. And if you can do just one thing, it does not have to be, like a 2 hour thing or a 1 hour thing, or probably take your entire day. You can also start with 5 to 7 minutes. Like when I started meditation or doing something only for myself, I started with as small as 2 minutes, and then gradually, I increased it. So you can see, if you can do something for yourself, even starting spending your time to just love yourself for 5 minutes. You can do meditation, you can dance it out, you can do a small, body massage by yourself, and or you can scrub your face, or whatever feels right to you. You can go and have a walk in the nature if that's allowed around where you're staying, but do something that defines for you and gives you an extra assurance that you do love yourself, because that is what is stopping you from going, like, not ahead in your life, but that is stopping you from manifesting the reality of what you want. Like, for example, if you want to have to travel the world, but you're not able to do that, so maybe there is a space where you are not completely accepted yourself and loved yourself, so maybe you can do that for yourself. And like always, if anybody, you can always DM me if you want the photos of this card. I usually keep these photos as my screensavers. I really love the energies of these cards, and it reminds me of all the messages that they wanted to deliver me when they came up, like, talk to me directly. This feels so good. Like, thank God I decided to do this card reading. Okay. The second card that we're gonna pull is from Wisdom of Oracle, by Colin Baron Reed. It's on what is the overarching theme for this week, and again, this card has gone like a little dirty. I really take well care of my cards, and just I love them, so I keep spending a lot of time with them. Oops, one card is dropped. Okay. It is again in a reverse position, and the card is mending. Okay, so it's like, there are two stools made out of the spool of a thread, and there are two fairies with wings sitting on that. I'll be putting up a photo so you can definitely see, or you can also ask me directly. The card is again in a reverse position. It means that there are spaces in our life that we must look upon, that where do we need to mend our lives, like, not literally fix them, but just to look at them, and just to look at them and realize that what is the mending needed in this space. And I'll just read a small text that I remember that the author Collett has written for this thing. 52. Okay. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah. Oh God. Loss allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger scheme, opening up us to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on other in the moment, and when we can't hold ourselves together. Let your sorrows break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. Like, the spirits really don't want you to feel alone. One day you will look back and know this truth. Uh, okay, it's a very beautiful message. Like, I've been feeling this so much since yesterday, and I think, like, there's a difference of when a person teaches something or shares something when they have learned it from somewhere, like probably read in a book or seen somewhere writing. Like, there's a difference in that, but there's a major difference when a person experiences that, and then they are able to express it out or teach it in a very different way. And I think that just happened to me, because I've been feeling the same. I've been feeling as if there's a lot happening with, in particular, with my space and my heart, and sorry, my heart, and but to believe that all those sorrows and pains are not just to make us feel sad and to break us, like literally shatter our lives and be in that space where we have lost our faith. No, you need to, fix yourself, not like fix yourself as in that you're broken, but you need to look at yourself in a space where what the pain and the sorrows are trying to tell you is not from a space where they want to make you feel so shattered, but there's some lesson and awareness. And I don't like, this is such a beautiful synchronicity. Like, just hours before, I just posted a photo of, there is this beautiful quote of Rumi that I really wish to, like have a painting of something on a wall. It's, the wounds are the place where the light enters into our hearts. It's a beautiful, like, it's one of my favorite quotes of Rumi. And that is what this card is also telling us, that the space where our hearts break, or, like we feel hurt, is not for us to be more bitter in this world. Like, there's almost already so much hate in this world. So probably you would want to be kind to yourself, and you would want to be kind to others, and no matter what, understand that the sorrows in your life are not going to stay there for long, because you must have faith that they are here just to make you teach a lesson. No, not teach you a lesson, but not really like teach you a lesson type, but they are here so that you understand some part of life and you bring some awareness to it. And the moment you have brought the awareness, maybe that sorrowness and that pain will leave you. You just need to bring a lot more awareness to it. And yeah, I think that is the overarching okay, overarching energy of this week, that there is a space in our life that we need to mend, and it's a protection. So don't worry, you are well protected by all the angels and everyone around you, or whatever God that you believe in. And do something to love yourself. And what else? Yeah, I thought instead of just having a crystal of the week, we can have a color on the crystal of the week. So I feel the color and the crystal of this week is lapis lazuli. I have a small tumble here. So this is like a soluble crystal, so it was probably a little big, but anyways. So and the color is blue, like a very sparkling blue, like on this, the indigo color of this card deck. So you can probably wear some extra blue for this week and protect yourself and protect your energy. Be in that bubble where you're protected by that blue, beautiful energy, or connect with a lapis lazuli crystal. You can buy them from one of my shops, or you can look online, or you can buy from wherever you find, you feel called to. But I feel crystals are like one of the best tools and friends. So see if you want to buy one for yourself or gift someone. And thank you so much for being here and listening to all this wonderful news and guidance that universe has for you. And I'm just a channel, like, like, I'm just speaking in your language so that you understand it. The universe is trying to talk in a different language where I am able to receive it, but you all can receive it too. I also have different programs and courses where you can awaken your intuition and clear abilities. So you can get in touch with me regarding that also. We can work together. So help you understand on how you can also, help to read all these energies. You already can read it, definitely. You just need to awaken that power that you already have within. Okay, love you all so much. See you next week, and I'll pray for all of you. And if you can just pray a little for me and send some amazing good vibes, because there's like so much happening and I really want to get so much work done. And I just started a new type of meditation. It has been a little hard for me, but I'm wanting to stick to it for better or worse time. So thank you so much for being here and listening to me in this space. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful week and a beautiful life ahead. Thank you and thank you so much. Bye.